Good morning. I know I look a little fretful, but we just got up and we're having coffee and we're checking the incubator. It was a little concerning because my temperature readout said like 103. That is way too hot. So I lifted the lid a little bit to help cool it off. The question is not so much how hot the air got, but how hot is the inside of the eggs. So, but I am going to show you turning the eggs, and we are going to add some water for some humidity. One of the things about humidity is a lot of these incubators and instructions and things will tell you to run your incubator at like 50% humidity. And what I found for my eggs, that's too high, especially my larger eggs with really dark colors like really dark brown and the olive eggs. That bloom is thicker on them, so they don't release moisture as easily as like a white egg or a very light brown egg. And what happens is if they don't release enough moisture, then the chicks are too fat, they are too wet, and they can't turn in the egg to get ready to hatch, and they can't get turned into the position they need to be in to start pecking the shell open. So I usually run my incubators at more like 30%, between 25 and 35%. And that has been working for me. You may have to do several hatches and experiment a little bit to find your sweet spot in your environment with your incubator. So as the chicks begin to develop, they're going to start putting off a little bit of heat, and you may need to adjust your thermostat on your incubator if you're using this old style with the wafer thermostat. And also, of course, changes in climate. For instance, it's been very warm the last couple of days, so my house is a little warmer than usual. And then tonight it's supposed to start getting cold, and we're expecting rain and snow the next couple of days. So I'll be just watching and monitoring, and I'm making very small adjustments on the thermostat as I need to. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn the eggs over and put a little water in the bottom tray. See if I can get this up with one hand. There we go. Okay. And remember, we want to shift our eggs from the outside to the middle whenever we're turning. One of the things I realized was the lid wasn't sitting down flat because this little thermostat right here is sticking down. And part of what happened is because I got that new plastic liner for the bottom. What happens is that it didn't fit down on the styrofoam like it should have. And so it was, it's made it too tall. So I just have been trying to not put eggs right under that spot, because that's what was happening, was that it was touching eggs. And I'm just pulling eggs from that are in the middle to the outside, mostly. I mean, it's not perfect, but I just try to keep them moving around in the incubator in case there is a warmer or cooler spot. So like I want to bring this one towards the center, like that. And you'll see I'm just flipping them over. If I had a big tray of them, I could maybe just roll them with my hands and then just check that they were all rolled over. But I have found that it's just easier and faster if I just flip them end to end for the most part. Get that one there. And then like next time we'll shift them around some more. And I've left kind of this open spot in the center for that little thermostat to get down there. So I've just raised up my shelf liner a little bit, and I have a bottle of just hot tap water, and I'm just going to aim for one of the little trays, little troughs in a tray, and I'm not putting much in. I have discovered that these incubators do hold their humidity really well while the lid's closed. So now we'll just set it back down and see what the humidity looks like. And it's going to take a few minutes for it to come back up to temperature and to read that humidity. So we'll give it a little bit. All right, just checking up on this incubator. And our humidity is up to 15%. So I'm probably going to add a little bit more water and come back and check it again in a little bit.